Here we go again. 2 more nickel boxes, 2 more chances at finding that 50D. Hey everyone, it's RobFindsTreasure and welcome back to the channel. We've got 2 boxes of nickels from a brand new nickel box bank. Well, brand new bank, but I'm going to use it for mainly nickel boxes because this bank branch, I used to go there years ago and I coined these boxes my Buffalo nickel boxes. Now, it's been several years, but I haven't grabbed boxes from them in a long time. So I popped in and I said, hey, how are you guys looking on nickels? And they said, we've got a lot of them. I said, I'll take 2 boxes, and they gave me them both. So they are brother and sister boxes. I don't know if that means anything good, but I did pop the top of the boxes to make sure they were circulated nickels, and they are kind of in disarray, but we'll get that sorted out when we hunt through them. You guys know what we're looking for. We're looking for Buffalo nickels for the Buffalo Nickel album, where we had got some progress made in the last 2-box hunt, and hopefully some silver nickels, maybe a V nickel. Obviously, we'd love to find the 50D, but let's get whatever we can get. Let's get this hunt started right away. I'll bring you guys back in when I have my first good find of the first box of the new bank. Roll number 1 is going to kick us off with our first find. It's a slick and probably cleaned 1941 Philly Jefferson nickel. Roll number 19 of box number 1. And this is why it's called the Buffalo Bank. Just flattened out the roll, and I spy an old Buffalo nickel right there. Hopefully it's dated with a mint mark. So I don't see a mint mark. Will there be a date? And there is. 1929, I believe. 1929. Good looking date. No mint mark. Yeah, no mint mark. 1929 Philly. Don't know if we need it, but we've got a Buffalo nickel on the board. Roll number 20. Got a couple of finds in this roll. Second coin in is a 1941. I think that's out of San Francisco. It is 1941S, and I can already see it. It's going to be a 1954 nickel out of Denver. All right, board's starting to fill up slowly but surely. 30 rolls left. Roll 27. Our first nickel from 1942. Transition year, so some of them are silver, but it needs the big mint mark above the Monticello building right there. And this one doesn't look silver. And it is not silver, and I don't see a mint mark. The Denver one has a variety, the D over horizontal D, and also is worth more because it's a little bit more scarce. Let me just wipe that away one time and see if I can see better. Yeah, no mint mark there. That might have been something, just some damage. 1942 Philly, non-silver on the board. Roll number 30 is going to give us a 1939 Jefferson nickel in pretty rough shape. But if it has a mint mark, it would be a key date. If not, we can check for the variety, the DDR on the back. 1939. Out of Philly. They're always out of Philly for me. Philadelphia minted. We'll look for that DDR on 5 cents and on Monticello, which I don't see. No double die reverse. And of course, we'll weigh it up to see if it's a Henning nickel, but probably not. 1939 Philly for the board. Roll number 32 is going to give us our second foreign find of the hunt. Didn't film the Canadian nickel. You guys have seen enough of those, but take a look at this. We're going to have a Panamanian nickel. And even though I love those Balboas, this is not going to have the Balboa on the front. It should have the 5 on the front. 1973 Panamanian Cinco Centésimos de Balboa. Very cool looking coin. Love the reverse design. Second foreign on the board. 18 rolls left. Same roll. Got our first nickel from 1940. And I think there's an S mint mark on that. No, I'm seeing things. 1940 Philadelphia. Roll 33. Another first find. A 1946 out of Philly. Roll number 36 is going to give us a first-year Jefferson nickel from 1938, and it has decent detail on it. Decent enough detail. If it has a mint mark, it's a key date. Is there a mint mark? There is not. 1938 Philly is still a lower mintage nickel. I'll take it. It's not a semi-key date or a key date, but under 15 million minted if I recall. And our first one that we have found so far in this box. Roll 37. Another nickel from 1946 out of Philly. Roll number 38. Our first 1949 nickel out of Philly. And since I have you here and it's peeking out the back, we've also got a 1959 out of Denver. Roll number 42. Another 1949 Jefferson nickel out of Denver this time, so we can scope it for that D over S over mint mark, which it is not going to be. First nickel from 49 with a Denver mint mark to go with the Philly one. Roll 45. Another 1942 nickel that does not look silver. And another one from Philadelphia. Roll 46. A common 1940 Jefferson nickel out of Philly. Looks like it might have been cleaned as well. Roll number 50 looks like it's going to give us at least one parting gift. Our third nickel from 1949. And it's out of Philadelphia. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the first box of this 2-box nickel hunt. A decent box overall. 32 finds on the board, so definitely past the target of 25 that I like. Couple of foreigns, an 09 Denver, which is low mintage. A handful, what is that, 6 2024 Denvers. Those are selling for like $1 or $2 each, so I'll definitely take those. We got the 38, the 39, and my favorite find of the box is a dated 1929P Buffalo nickel that I'm hoping we need. Like I said, one box down, one box to go. No silver yet. No semi-key or key date Jefferson nickels. This box is a mess. We'll try to make it sorted when I go through it. That way I know what roll I'm on. But roll number 1 coming up. I'll bring it back in when I have a find in box number 2. Roll number 2 is going to give us a nickel we did not have on the board. At least a year we didn't have. 1947 out of Philly. And I think we might have a second nickel we didn't have splashing out at the back. Yeah, 1956. Didn't have either of those 2 years. We got them both in roll number 2. Roll number 4 of box number 2. And I believe we have a silver nickel. Looks silver, splashed it out. The back also looks silver. Let's just double check. Yeah, there it is. San Francisco mint mark too. San Francisco minted. 1945 war nickel. Wow, it's in rough shape. Heavily circulated, but it's still silver nonetheless. And our first silver found in the hunt. Hopefully, that means there's more. Roll 5. 2 more finds. A 1941. I think that's San Francisco. It is. 1941 S nickel. And in the back, must have been an N coin, and I missed it. 1958 Denver. Roll 13. Jefferson nickel from 1941 out of Philly. Roll number 18. We finally have a Jefferson nickel from 1948. And that's a 48 Philadelphia. Same roll. It's not a key date or a semi-key date, but I already looked at it. It's a 1952 in decent shape, and when I flipped it around, it had an S mint mark. It's got a lot of gunk on it too, but a 52S is a lower mintage, and we didn't have that year for the board. So now we have 38 all the way to 59, except for 50 and 51. But we have 32 rolls left. Roll number 28. Just a common 1941 Jefferson nickel out of Philly again. Roll 34. Another 41 out of Denver. Roll 37. A 1940 Jefferson nickel, also from Denver. Roll number 40. Yet another 1941 Jefferson nickel out of Philly. And I know filming these can be tedious to watch, but I don't want to mess with the mojo in case we have a 50D or another good find. Let's get back to the last 10 rolls of the hunt. Well, unfortunately, we finished the second box, and what a bummer. No more silver nickels after the early find, no more Buffalo nickels from the Buffalo Bank, and no 50D. But a good 2-box hunt overall. 59 finds on the board, 32 in the first box, 27 in the second box. Most of this stuff up here is common stuff. These are the best finds of the hunt. We got 2 foreign coins, the Panamanian 1973 5 centésimos and the 1998 Canadian nickel. As far as the lower mintage modern nickels, we got 2 2009 Denvers and we got 9 2024 Denvers. I'll take those. Down here is the best Jefferson nickel finds with the lowest mintages. We got a 38p, a 52s, and a 53s in rough shape. If you didn't have the gunk on this could be an upgrade of this 52s. We'll have to see. And then finally, the 2 finds of the hunt. We found a little bit of silver in box number 2, a 45s. Don't think it'll upgrade. And I'm hoping we could use it, a dated 1929 Philly Buffalo nickel. Let me do this. Let me compare the finds to the albums. I'll bring you guys back with a look at the books and some final thoughts on this 2-box nickel hunt. All right, we have finished comparing all of today's finds to both albums. No upgrades, no additions for the Jefferson nickel album, although the 45s I have in there is pretty toasty. I just don't think it's going to be upgraded by that one whatsoever. That being said, we did have a Buffalo nickel we needed. The 1929 was a vacated spot, and now it is filled. So we have the 1929 added in. That gives us 21 Buffalo nickels slotted out of the 33 we have found through 61 boxes. We're only missing 43 more, and at this pace, one's got to think, will the Buffalo nickels catch up to the Jefferson nickels if we can't find that 50D? We'll have to see. On top of that, we got a little silver for the silver jar. Hopefully, despite not finding the 50D yet again, you guys enjoyed this 2-box nickel hunt. If you did, you know I certainly would appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, everyone, happy hunting and thanks for watching. Listen, it's not a lot of silver, but it's silver for 5 cents, and he'll take it.